Hi guys, I am back. I just want to come on here and talk to you guys about this. I told you all that God had put me in a situation to where I have to like I'm getting a chance to actually see the things that I have talked about online, like in person. I've been dealing with that and having to see the behaviors of narcissists and witches and things like that. And y'all, the lack of accountability is insane. Like it is so crazy. And that is what's really running them crazy too. Like they got, with the way that they set up, they have everything about them working against them. Like they work against themselves, and they do things with their own hands, and then they blame others for what happens to them because of their own actions. You see what I'm saying? They'll do stuff and it'll come back and bite them a lot of times, or whatever the case may be. And then they'll still find some kind of way to blame somebody else for something that they did with their own hands. It is crazy. And like I said, that is one of the reasons why a lot of them are going crazy, because they're in such a delusion. Like they do everything to themselves. And a lot of them, if they would just come out of certain delusions, certain mindsets, then I feel like certain parts of them could get worked on, but they can't, they won't, they refuse to do that. And they are the most sensitive group I've ever seen, like I said. And you could say anything to them and it would pretty much make them upset or set them off or make them feel some kind of way. Like they are the complete opposite of God. Like their souls are the complete opposite of God. When I tell y'all that they are in complete opposition to God, it is insane. Like I'm looking at myself, and then I'm looking at how they operate, and the little things about me that's God, like they look at it as a threat and as like something that is horrible. Any little thing that I do or say, they find it offensive or horrible towards them, because they are the total opposite. And whenever they're around, it's like I look at some of the things they do as is disgusting, and it's very inappropriate. It could be very inappropriate or annoying, but it's like they don't see nothing wrong with nothing that they do though. It's like they don't see nothing wrong with how they're operating. And those are the type of people, like if you keep giving them chances, they're going to get worse. Like they get worse when you give them chances. So they feel like, hey, you keep letting me back in here, you the one keep doing this, so I'm gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And that's literally what they do. So with them, a lot of times you gotta nip them in the bud, like right then and there. Like right then and there. You really cannot be a person that is that wants to get, that will take getting ran over, because if you let them drive, they will completely drive like in insane, and there's no limit to how far they will go. Like you'll think, okay, maybe they'll stop here. No, they don't. They get worse. They get worse and worse, because the more you tolerate them, the more legal right they feel like they have to do whatever they want to do in your life. They feel like they have that obligation, since, okay, you keep letting me back. You keep letting me back in. You keep doing this. You keep doing that. So they don't think like us. They don't think like take accountability. They don't think like work on myself. They in a completely different world. It's a completely different world than what normal people operate in. And they're a completely different type of breed of folk. Like it's not it's not it's not for nobody. And they really shouldn't even be around people, except for the people that's just like them. That's the only people they should be around, because if they when they see me, they're offended. Just from seeing me, they're offended. They're completely offended. They're mad, and they automatically make you an enemy. Like they automatically got something against you on site, And it's crazy, because one of the people that was trying to put spell work on me in person that I was telling y'all about, she just went to doing the stuff. Didn't do no research, didn't I doubt that she asked anybody who I was or anything. And I'm telling y'all, that stuff backfired on her and tore her up. But at the same time, I feel like she could have done something to prevent all of this. So the majority of them go into war blindly. Like they automatically decree war declare war upon a person. It's all war for them. And if you don't do what they want you to do, and if you don't let them control you, they get upset and they start to lash out. They will start to lash out on a person, which is a form of control. That's control. They want control. They want to control a person. Anytime you don't let them, they will attack you. They will try to spread false information about you and everything like that. And then when stuff start hitting the fan on them, now they're blaming other people for why is this, why is that. And like I said, that causes so much more mental illness within them, because the state of delusion that they're in. And you can even bring proof. You can even show proof in a lot of cases, and they still won't take any accountability. I know it was one, I was talking to him, and I got this person to actually say that they made a mistake. It was tripping me out. I'm like, oh wow, I was shocked. But I put my words a certain way for a reason, and it actually made them admit that they made a mistake. So we'll see. Okay, we'll see. But even if you do give them some control over you, they still are going to try to hurt you. They're going to hurt you. They're going to mishandle you. They're going to mistreat you if you give them the control. So it's a lose-lose situation dealing with people like this, because they are in a different world. They're in total opposition to God. A lot of them lack empathy. They don't care about the fact that you got kids. They don't care about nothing. All they care about is doing what they want to do. Which is leading them nowhere. Okay? They're going nowhere. And so now they're mad at you, okay? They're mad at you, they mad at everybody, and they look at everybody else really but themselves. And I kind of can't blame them, because I wouldn't like what I seen if I looked in the mirror too, if I was like that. If I was operating on that type of demonic time, I wouldn't like what I seen either. So I would probably just be looking at other people, because I wouldn't want to look at myself if I was like that, but that's the way that they are. I just wanted to come on here and say that. And if you run into people like this, the best thing to do is to try to get them up out of there or get away from them, because they're not going to do right. They're not. And then a lot of times if you try to help them, they get worse. Because how dare you try to help me? Like, that's how they feel. How dare you try to teach me, help me, anything else? Who do you think you are? That's how they feel. They don't even want that. They don't want that. All right. So be careful out here. All right. I love you guys. Bye.